Good morning. This is King James Live. We're featuring a little kitty paw today. I wanted to do an update here. So it may seem to some of you that I have dropped off precipitously in my production. That is my fault. I have, in fact, been doing Psalms every day, but I have not been posting them to social media, so fewer people are noticing. So I'm going to post the backlog today, so you'll see a lot of stuff on Facebook and Twitter. But I also wanted to give you an update on how I'm doing this channel, if that works out grammatically. So a couple weeks back, I was struggling, and as I've said before, the Psalms are all about David, in the beginning anyway. And I just noticed that the more he struggled, the more he prayed. So as things got more difficult in my own life, as I was engaging and confronting new challenges, I decided to go from one psalm a day to 2 psalms a day. And then I came across a psalm that said, I will sing your praises morning, noon, and night. So I said, okay, I guess the number is 3 a day. And I want to work towards not only doing 3 a day and cramming them in the morning or cramming them in last thing at the night in the night, but to actually find the time and carve it out and make time for my relationship with God, morning, noon, and night. There's the kitty. The kitty's covering up my face. So maybe this is God telling me, yes, but your relationship with me shouldn't be public. So obviously, I'm not recording my prayers here, but the power of speaking the word is something that's really changed my life. And I've said that before on this channel, but I've seen it demonstrated more and more. According to the Bible, all of this was spoken into existence. And there is something so powerful about speaking the word. And I'm very excited about the section of the Psalms that I'm moving into. I just finished the section where David's testimony ends and it moves on to Asaph. And I don't know if David's going to make a comeback in the literature or not, because they don't seem to me to be strictly chronological so far in their ordering. But I'm not sure about that. I'm discovering this. But early on in my reading of the Psalms, I had been reading ahead. So I would do a psalm and then read 10 psalms. So when I was coming to the Psalms, I had at least a vestigial memory of the shape of each of them. But as I've speeded up my reading of the Psalms, I've caught up with the reading ahead that I had done. And so I'm very excited now, because anything that I'm reading as part of this exercise is really a first read. And again, I think there's something so special about discovering the text as you read it for the first time. And I think there is a process when you're trying to bring a text to life, to act it, where you do need to get the most out of it, to break it down for the beats, see where the changes are, who I'm addressing. A lot of times you guys will see that there's moments in the Psalms where the speaker is addressing the congregation, but then sometimes the speaker is addressing God. And I don't always get those right. And that's the sort of thing that a careful breakdown of the text would solve. But there's an unfolding of your relationship to the text that I think is valuable to capture, because you don't just read the Bible once and then go, right, got it. You come back, because you don't get everything the first time through. There's no way to get everything the first time through. But what's so interesting to me is how much is there the first time through. So I think what I've discovered here is the template for this channel, which is I'm going to read a verse morning, noon, and night. And many of the verses will be for the first time. As some of you may know, I have memorized the Gospel according to Mark, King James Version. But beyond that, I don't know the Bible very well. I've read through Genesis for sure, and I've read through Exodus for sure. And I think that's it. I'm really new to all of this. But given how I normally do things, which is to binge them and then to go away from them, I'm so happy to give myself this practice of discovering the Bible 3 verses at a time, 3 times a day. So what I want the people who may have missed my last bunch of videos because I didn't post about them on Facebook or on Twitter or what have you, just know that I'm always going to be posting 3 a day from here on out. Barring catastrophe. I can't see the future, but that's the plan. So if you're subscribed to the channel, you're always going to see the notification. Yeah, that's what I'm committing to, is 3 a day, and that's what I'm going to do. So that's that. And eventually, I suppose I'll work through the whole Bible in this way. I don't know how long that will take. I haven't done, kitty, I haven't done the math. The cat knows where the attention is, and the cat wants the attention. Finny, you've got 3 whole paws in this video. Here, I'm sort of doing a hook shot now. I don't know how many verses there are in the Bible, but if you divide it by 3, I suppose that's the number of days it's going to take me to work through the whole thing. And I like the idea of having 1 verse and then having several hours to keep that in the back of my mind as I go through my day, and then another, and the same thing, and then another, and then to bed with that idea. I'm really looking forward to what that's going to reveal to me, and how much of a comfort that will be to me. And if the results so far are any indication, I think it will be a tremendous comfort and a transformative practice. And I'm very appreciative of everyone who's taking the time to share this with me. God bless.